You know what that theme music means. It's time for a visit to the White Lotus.
Here they come. Big smiles.
Let me tell you, the minute that boat full of wealthy tourists docked in Hawaii, television would never be the same.
Whenever I stay at a White Lotus, I always have a memorable time.
This was the summer of 2021, more than a year into the pandemic. It was high time for some escapism, but what the show gave us was so much more than that. The HBO original series The White Lotus is a biting social satire, a murder mystery, and maybe the best study of contemporary relationship dynamics that we've got.
You spend every second with somebody. There's still this part that's a mystery. A mystery. It's kind of sexy.
I'm Evan Ross Katz, the host of the White Lotus podcast from HBO and Campside Media. I'm a writer, podcast host, and card-carrying White Lotus superfan. I talk to everyone about this show. Some might call me the most valuable hype man in television. Mike White did anyway. But listen, it's not just me who's obsessed. The White Lotus lit up the internet. It defined our modern moment by casting a floodlight on the delusions and dysfunctions of the uber-rich.
It's all about money. It's all about the money.
And the craziest part, the series almost didn't happen.
This was like a once in a lifetime that HBO calls you and says, we'll do whatever you want. Can you just make it?
Over 8 episodes, we'll revisit the show's serendipitous origin story, offer a look behind the scenes, and unpack some of our favorite storylines. You'll hear from season 1 and 2 cast members like Murray Bartlett, Megan Fahey, Jake Lacey, and Jennifer Coolidge.
He said, I'm writing something new, Jennifer. I'm writing a series about rich people on vacation. And I just remember thinking like, oh, that doesn't sound very good.
As well as the show's writer, director, and creator, Mike White.
I started writing in August, and we were shooting in October. I didn't even know who was gonna die. I was literally just writing by the seat of my pants.
I'll also talk to critics and cultural anthropologists about how The White Lotus went from an audience hit to a cultural phenomenon.
I watch it going, oh my God, I'm not crazy. Somebody else understands this in their bones the way I do.
Episode 1 drops January 16th. Listen on Max or wherever you get your podcasts. Seasons 1 and 2 of The White Lotus are available to stream now on Max. And if that's not enough White Lotus, Season 3 premieres February 16th on HBO and Max.